Welcome back, everybody, to episode, I think, 31 of Legend of Legaia. I recently realized in the several days, really, actually, like, damn, over 2 weeks since I recorded the last episode, that, it's totally pointless for me to implement this new system for, naming or mentioning what the fucking episode is we're on, because after this playthrough, I'm probably going to start doing mostly stuff on Twitch and then just exporting it to YouTube, because, it just seems like the best way to keep both active. Whereas up until recently, it's been very difficult for me to kind of maintain my Twitch with any kind of regularity. So, I don't really know what format that's going to follow. Probably have a webcam feed of myself and only talk when there's something to talk about. And have like push to talk set up or something, I don't know. But anyway, here we are, back to Legend of Legaia, and I am determined actually to finish this Let's Play tonight. So we'll see how much success I have. But the night is young, it's about 8 p.m. And I think I can probably make this happen. We'll see though. All right, let's do it. So in the last episode I left off, we had just finished dreaming all the shit. And I was looking for treasure, and I checked, and there's not really any other items to find there, although I thought there was, but I was wrong. I was incorrect. In other news, you knuckleheads, visitors on the elevator, start winding. Work harder. Also, keep the fucking handle in your hands. Mike, did you fucking see that? The sprite was like dropping the fucking thing. Like they didn't even... Damn. So in other news, my wife and I's 2-year wedding anniversary was yesterday, and we went to go see for our anniversary. We went on a little movie date, and we saw Hail Satan. Hail Satan is a very good movie. I highly recommend everyone see it. It touches on like pretty much every issue you could probably think of. From like whatever the issue is that matters to you, like it matters to Satanists too. And yeah, it was just a really good movie. And Hail Satan, and hail all in the spirit of religious pluralism, which is really kind of the point of the whole movie. Although it makes several other points along the way. Tell me about Teague, well, Teague is dead. Fuck Teague. We're all about the... It doesn't even really mention who Satan is in this game's cosmology, but whatever. Yeah, hail Satan, hail Loki, hail, Baal, hail Set, hail Beelzebub, Hades. Hail Fenrir, hail the Jotnar, hail the Ifrits, hail the Nephilim, all the gods and entities of chaos and rebellion. Yeah. Good shit. If anybody, I know I've probably at some point in some Let's Play mentioned my religious affiliation. It's in a state of flux. I mean, I'm the kind of person who has like very strong opinions, but it sounds like I have very strong opinions, but I'm actually a very curious and open-minded person. And if you've been like following my Let's Play since I've been making them, you've probably noticed me contradict myself several times in terms of like things that I believe or things that and that's the very simple reason for that is I'm open to new information, and I change my mind when new information presents itself. I don't have time to be like, oh, I was wrong when I said that one thing way back then. You know, suffice to say, anybody who's been watching closely has probably, you know, noticed such things. And I just, you know, yeah, I'm a very curious person, and I change my mind when, you know, new stuff pops up. It doesn't even necessarily have to be like contradicting information. It could be something tangential that I just kind of also think is valuable. Yeah, I was raised Catholic. I'm not Catholic anymore, by any stretch of any, not even a little bit, really. From there, I was pagan, basically, neo-pagan. I still am in a sense, but I hate using this word, but it's the only way that I can really, it's the closest thing that I've found to how I actually live day to day. And it's basically, it's a mix of, I would say it's a mix of Satanism, atheism, and Jungian polytheism. I'm still, or Jungian paganism. I hate using the term Jungian, but Hammertime must be set up simultaneously in order of ravine. Yeah, so this next dungeon that's coming up, we actually split the 3 party members into individual party members of 1, and it makes an actual. It's pretty cool, actually. I really like the next dungeon that's coming up. Yeah, set time space bombs, whatever. Why it needs to be called a time space bomb really blows my mind. But I mean, it's clearly just a bomb with nothing else particularly special about it. Yeah, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna destroy Koru, and destroying Koru is gonna melt the ice. Anyway, I'm a Jungian pagan in that I associate with the Norse pantheon, as I'm sure many people have noticed, and I'm a Satanist in that I basically most identify with the Norse pantheon's basically equivalent of Satan or demons, which is the Jotnar, which is Rokatru, which is, you know, basically quote-unquote worship of the Jotnar and all the primordial deities and entities and chaos gods. That's not to say that I don't also value, you know, like the Aesir and the Vanir. I still have a very strong connection to Thor, and Thor's kind of become a cliche, very sad to say, by popular culture. I've never seen the movie Thor or any of the movies Thor, and I don't ever plan to. Oh god, this bitch wants to quiz me again. I want to go to Navora Ravine, yes. So we use time and space entrance to Navora Ravine, yes. And 3 seconds? Yes, 3 seconds. Why do you want to destroy? Because we hate Koru, because we hate Navora, because blah blah blah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Are you? Yes, thank you. Don't catch a cold there. God, fuck this bitch. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I still have a very strong connection to Thor because Thor is... The reason Thor was so popular was not because he was the god of war or anything like that, or because he had a big hammer or anything like that. Thor wasn't actually a particularly warlike god. He was the god of the commoner. He was the god of the... Basically the work... He was basically the god of the working class. Like, if you're gonna be... You know, if you're gonna associate with the Norse pantheon and you're any kind of any degree of left-wing or socialist or communist or even anarchist, Thor's kind of a valued patron there, just because, you know, he is he's the one that looks after the common people. I mean, there's a reason. One of the few things that Vikings gets right is the portrayal of farmers like Lagertha and her family, like her father and her mother, that are mentioned a few times. Like, they were all very devout to Thor because they were farmers. They lived off the land, and so when they were working class people, basically, they were poor, and so that's why they were, Thor was considered to be the god that would look after them. But I don't focus on the Aesir or the Vanir, but I don't disregard them either. Choosing to align with Rokatru isn't a disavowal of the Aesir, so it's not precisely like Satanism is to Christianity. Like, Rokatru to Asatru or Vanatru is not the precise equivalent of Satanism to Christianity. But a lot of people that practice, a lot of heathens and people that practice Asatru and Vanatru see it that way. There's a distinct group of closed-minded and probably the same people that like to appropriate Norse culture for, racist purposes. There's a distinct, absolute disavowal and, hatred of even the idea that you would worship Jotuns or Loki or Fenrir or Hela. That offends them. So it is, in a way, kind of like Satanism for Norse paganism. But at the same time, and again, I hate using the word Jungian, but it's the only apt description I've been able to find. I don't actually believe that these gods are real entities. They're parts of all of us. They're aspects of all of us, aspects of humanity, aspects of humanity's personality and the individual's personality. And it is in that sense that I kind of view them. And so in that sense, I'm also an atheist, because I don't actually believe in an actual God. It's just a way of personally analyzing and contemplating my own personality, my own being, and things like that, without getting too hippy-dippy on you. It's not anything, it's very personal to me, and so it's not something that I would ever try and force on somebody else. I don't commonly explain it to people. Only a handful of people even know. I mean, unless the people that know this about me can be divided into two groups: people who have watched this video, or any of the other videos on my channel where I've maybe alluded to this, and my wife and the people that were at my wedding. Really, I mean, that's it. I don't think anybody in my family knows. But it's something that I personally identify with, and it's. But yeah, and so in that sense, I really appreciated the movie Hail Satan. It was really good, and it was incredibly inclusive community. Like, I watched the movie and immediately wanted to meet these people and talk to them, and at the same time, for anybody that's seen the movie, and without spoiling too much, I definitely relate to both Jax and Lucian. I don't wholly agree with either side of the particular event that divided them, that's touched on in the film. I don't 100% agree with either side. I think both have merits. I would want to meet both of them. I would want to talk to both of them and be friends with both of them. But yeah, great movie. Loved it. Highly recommend seeing it. Fuck you, B. In other news, my wife has graduated from Carnegie Mellon. And in doing so, we've both affirmed to ourselves the corrupt nature of the university system, but she did learn a lot. She got a lot of neat experience, and she's actually going to teach there, and will probably do a much better job teaching than most of the people that taught her. Very proud of her. Granted, she, it's not going to be a full-time thing. Teaching usually isn't. Well, I mean, I guess it's not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that really works. How they really kind of construct hours in that way. But yeah, she's going to be teaching like an actual class, like not a TA. She will be a teacher, and that's really cool. Her graduation ceremony was kind of bullshit. There were a lot of bougie doctors up there getting up, tooting their own horns about how important and rich and awesome they are, and we all kind of got. At first, I was thinking to myself, yeah, I'm just thinking this because I'm a filthy communist, and I think all these bougie motherfuckers need to like step the fuck aside and let other people, maybe not talk so much about how rich they are, and instead like give diplomas to people. But like literally half of the ceremony was them just talking about themselves. And at first I thought I was just being an asshole, or just being myself for thinking that. But then afterwards I found out that myself, my wife, and both of our families picked up on the same shit. So definitely felt validated there. But her family and my mom, my mom essentially is my family. They both came to visit, and they've left now. But my brother-in-law stayed behind, and so we've been hanging out with him, and he's really cool. And the reason I'm recording right now is because they both, my wife and her brother, took a trip to New York for the next 24 hours or so. So that's happening, and so I got the apartment to myself right now, and I'm taking advantage of the situation to try and bang out this last pre-recorded Let's Play. Still haven't decided if I'm gonna record or stream the Legaia D2 Resetsu New Game Plus, which I've still been working on, believe it or not. I'm getting there. I'm definitely making progress. But regardless of what I decide to do, that's probably my goal is to have that done by the summer, or by the end of the summer. And then I've got a list of things that I want to kind of put together after that. Probably going to start. I want to make my own website, so that's probably going to happen at some point along the way. And then I want to get like my Bandcamp and my Patreon fleshed out with some stuff. Going to be offering like sound libraries, videos, tutorials, maybe guides, things like that. Remixes, remix packages, anything I can offer to people. So yeah, looking forward to that. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut all this shit out. Alright, so I just took some time to sort of review some shit and get everybody equipped properly, and also to properly, I'm gonna have to stop again before the boss fights, but just to kind of plan things out, because, well, you'll see, but suffice it to say, a very unique dungeon is coming up. Well, we're about to go into a very unique dungeon, and then we're about to fight a very unique boss. Or bosses, I should say, and just wanted to make sure I was prepared. And the other thing is that this place, goody, there's going to be a big explosion. Okay, psychopath. Since when does Noah like explosions? Like, she's like, I hate mean people, bad people, and suffering, and sadness, but I like explosions. I mean, any explosion that does something is probably causing somebody or something sadness or suffering. even if it's just like stray animals. You know, otherwise it doesn't do anything. It's fireworks. We all know how I feel about fireworks. I think. I hate fireworks. Because I like explosions, but I like explosions that do things. Because I like human suffering and sadness. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, just a weird thing for a 13-year-old girl to be excited by, but okay. Connect the wires and go... How does he know all this? Nobody went over this with him. Is it just because he's, you know, a mechanic or some shit? He's a fucking monk. Alright, I pressed the switch, run. Let me just sit here and hold this suspense here for a second. He just stands there with his mouth open. Oh god, that's stupid. Now here, it kicks up with this, like, really evil, like, nasty sounded music. Like, the music that plays when some shitty bad stuff is happening. But it's totally just a miscount. Like, no, it just doesn't know how to count properly. You liar! Like this music, listen to this. Spoiler alert, Dr. Usha is the true source of all evil in the game. No, not really. No, you didn't. No. This is just weird because, like, you know, this is kind of like, you know, this is like a Chekhov's fucking gun element thing happening here because we've got this issue that's made a big deal out of, like the, you know, the bomb going off too soon or whatever. And it's apparently like this, it's never revisited. Like, there's no punchline to this. Spoiler alert, sorry. Wow. Now, the roster actually have to take time out from their mission to explain this shit to Noah. Isn't that brilliant? That's brilliant, isn't it? Powerful bomb like that would destroy Jen's tree and Booma and everyone there. Oh no! Oh, I guess the time-space bomb is too powerful. Anyway. So I like this dungeon because there's a lot of really good treasure in this dungeon. There are some really good accessories that we're just not going to get, or that we're not going to get until, like, right before the final boss. But, regardless, the treasure in this dungeon is really good. There's a lot of good shit in here. Now that the Genesis Tree of Soul is revived and the mist around it is gone, this is our chance to charge the floating castle. Don't be hasty, Zora is powerful. Oh, and God, there's no mist over here. Me. So those are the Soren, which I can't remember if they've been properly introduced yet, but I can't remember. I feel like they have. I don't know. Either way, they're basically a race of people that aren't really a race. They're just regular humans that have chosen to live isolated from everybody because they still use Suru. But not for technological reasons, it's just because they have this, it's kind of built into their whole culture, is that they fly, and they fly using flying Suru. What's wrong, Noah? That's strange, I thought I saw someone nearby. Oh, Gala's gonna gaslight her as usual, and then we're gonna move on. Yeah. I love how Noah's not even bothering to try and, like, convince Gala of anything at this point. It's just like, whatever, Gala's an asshole. He's not going to believe me. The encounter rate in this dungeon is also very low until the party splits up, which is about to happen. Also, we just got one of the best items in the entire game. One of the best... really one of the best accessories in the entire game. It's called a warrior icon, and basically it makes it so that at any time when you are, if an enemy runs up to you to try and attack physically, meaning this won't work for like ranged attacks or magic attacks where the enemy doesn't actually have to approach you. But if the enemy approaches you to attack, there is a, I honestly don't know how high of a percent chance exactly. I know it's high. Like to me it feels like 50%, like 30-40% at least. Of the time when the enemy approaches you to attack, you will stop them from attacking altogether, completely, and just attack them instead. Pretty cool. Really powerful. Obviously, it won't, it only works on physical attacks, but we're getting to a point in the game when physical attacks from bosses are going to be like some of the most dangerous things that you can possibly encounter. But anyway, so there is that. And now we're going inside. And here's where we split up. They're all trying to decide what they're going to have to do. Yep. So it's going to give me a little tutorial. I love how they're named after our elements. Or maybe they are, I don't know. For some reason, Gala already knows the name of his, but it's going to give us a little tutorial here. And I'll go over it just for the sake of completion. In this dungeon, Vaughn, Noah, and Gala split up and go into separate tunnels. To control a different character, press the square button on the controller. Scream will jump to a character in another tunnel, and you will have control of this character. Pretty simple. Yeah. Nothing much to it. Yeah. So we're gonna get a lot of new goodies here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Gonna run in here. This is the metal gem, I think. We don't have that yet, do we? Oh, oh boy, oh god, oh man, holy shit. So up until now we've had items that increase AP accrual by like 10%. I think later there's one that increases it by 25%. That's nothing compared to having it chopped in half. That is so good. That's just, oh my god. I can't even. That's so good. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to Vaughn. Fuck it. So yeah, there we go. Battles are tuned to make it fair that you're only fighting with one character at a time. As long as people are split up, you're only ever going to encounter one monster per encounter. So not as bad as you might think. Yeah, just do that. Yeah, having your AP consumption is a huge deal. I mean, like, I would have had to have spirited twice to do the set of moves I just did, and I could have done even more. But like the fact, and the fact that you can do a miracle art with only 50 AP, like 49 AP technically, it rounds down, which is the really crazy part. Yeah, the fact that you can do that, huge, insane, ridiculous, just absolutely, yeah, just batshit insane. Anyway, oh my god. Yeah, now the encounter rate returns to normal now. So that part kind of sucks, but whatever. We will deal with it. What can I do here? Actually, not a whole lot. I think I can, yeah, let's try this. Just do that. Not nearly as good as I thought it would be. Oh well. And just auto. Nike. Oh man, in Hail Satan, like a couple of people, members of the temple had shirts with the Nike logo, but instead of Nike, it said Satan. Oh man. Yeah. I never wanted to like identify as a Satanist, just because I don't appreciate is the wrong phrase. I don't relate to the idea of using Satan as inspiration for the ideology. Everything that Satan represents, I appreciate that, but the reason I don't like really relate to using Satan for it is because even that, I feel like it's still something linked to Christian cosmology, and so I personally don't care for it, and that's why I choose, I've, kind of chosen the Roka True path for, from Norse paganism as my means of doing that, but all the same, yeah, I wouldn't mind one of those shirts. Maybe have one that says, like, Loki, or Nidhogger, or or Hela, or Fenrir, or Jormungand. Any of that would be cool. If someone wants to make me a shirt like that, it'd be pretty nice. Yeah, so what was I doing here? Oh yeah, I was gonna give her the, I don't know, yeah, you know what? Go ahead and give her the War Soul, fuck it. The Rainbow Jewel that we just got is also a really good accessory. Not quite as useful, I don't think, as, the warrior icon, for instance. But still really good in that it gives you elemental resistance to all elements, in addition to your innate elemental resistances. So still pretty cool. These things are just... These face things are just absolutely ridiculous. Really kind of, just inherently unsettling to look at. Never much cared for them. Do I have enough to... Hold on. Yeah, alright. Bam. You see that counterattack? It's good shit, isn't it? I don't know. That's a word in Japanese. It means something. My wife wants to learn Japanese. I don't really know where that came from. I can think of any number of languages that I feel like she would... I would have thought that she would have wanted to learn first. Either by, connection to the culture, or interest, or, something like that. Gala already has Alluru, so fuck it. Wouldn't have quite called that, but still, cool. friend of her gave her the Rosetta Stone for Japanese. It's just one of those things where, I don't know, I'm a little bit jealous. Makes me want to learn a language too. If I could snap my fingers and be bilingual tomorrow, I would probably choose to know English and Swedish. Or Norwegian. Preferably Swedish. I'd probably pick Swedish because I am actually Swedish, but, I mean, you know, because that would make me, in a way, quadrilingual, because Swedish is supposed to be mutually intelligible with Norwegian and Danish and vice versa, to varying extents. I've heard that people that speak Swedish don't understand people that are speaking Danish or Norwegian as well as the Danes and Norwegians understand them, which I don't really understand, but, you know, apparently it's a thing. See, this shit happens often. Like, a lot. The only reason it didn't happen then probably is because he used a special attack. But I would also really like to learn Icelandic, just because it's the closest to Old Norse. Man, like, being into Norse and Northern European culture is really... It drives me so crazy that that's being appropriated by racists. Like, oh man. You know, because it just makes it... Yes, I wish to push this. It just, it taints... It just taints it, you know? And it's not even out of, like, a particular cultural identity that I want to, you know... It's just that feeling of connection to something. It doesn't make me... Like, I don't champion those people over other people or think they're superior. It's just a personal thing for me. You know... but there's probably people out there that wouldn't see it that way because of the reputation that, you know, being into that stuff has right now. Which is really stupid. Shouldn't have that reputation. I mean, all of those countries, for one thing, right now, those countries are, you know, very left-wing. Not very left-wing, but they're certainly much farther left than we are. And while there's still, like, nationalist elements and racist elements in those countries, I mean, they're kind of there. Those elements are kind of everywhere. You know, sadly. I hate these fucking things. Oh my god. Oh man, don't you dare fucking block it. Yeah, the game, like... Depending on the length of the animation, like if that had been Tornado Flame and not Fire Blow, he probably would have blocked all of it because the hits from Fire Blow come sooner in the animation, or not Fire Blow, Tornado Flame. But with Fire Blow, like he rises up into the air for, you know, about a second and a half, so the enemy takes their guard back down in that time. And I guess in a way that's realistic, but still. Okay then. Alright, so we got another cave with some treasure in here. Gonna stop and heal real quick. I think we're coming up on another switch. So that was a Fury boost. We've gotten most of the good treasure so far. I don't think there's anything too amazing left after this. You know, we'll see. Damn. Alright. Come on. Do you see how the Alluro took its guard down there? Like, it had its arms up blocking that last hit before Fire Blow, and then as the Fire Blow animation started, you could see it taking its arms down, not blocking. It's just one of the things I've noticed about the game. And it's a lot easier to notice now that I'm emulating it. Because, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Meta. And aren't you a keen observer of detail? Yeah, so there's that. And, if you play the original PlayStation version, I think if you... I can't remember if it's the same on... it was either on PS1 or PS2. For some reason, the graphics engine of one of those systems wouldn't properly process this game, the combat graphics specifically in this game. And so whenever you did a hyper art specifically, it was hyper arts that it didn't like. There would be a huge lag, and you would hear the sound effects for the animation and the vocal samples and all that well before the animation finished going off. They would be like, you know, the animation would lag like a full 2 seconds or so behind, you know, the actual sound effects. It was weird. And, you know, a little annoying, but nothing horrible, just one of those things where it's like, it wouldn't have made a good Let's Play. That's part of the reason why I'm emulating this, because I couldn't remember which one it was, and so, you know, and I didn't feel like figuring it out. It was just easier to emulate it. Jesus. It was stupid. God damn it. No. Alright, let's do that. Quit blocking, god damn. Finally. God. Oh, Noah. You so silly. Alright, so we did that. There's nothing down there. God. So you can switch between characters anytime you want. It's just, I usually go as far as I can with one character before switching to the other. Just, I don't know, because... You know what? I'm gonna fucking... no, it's probably not that good of an idea. I was gonna use a Suro and see if I could kill it quickly, but the only Suro I have that could potentially do that is Kimaro, and Noah's Kimaro does shitty damage. Compared to regular Kimaro, at least. Well, I could do... Yeah, I could do that. Wait, no, hold on. Yeah, let's try that. God damn, holy shit. Maybe I should have healed. Fuck me. Okay. I probably should have been paying closer attention. I mean, just use this guy. Oh, thank God. I've noticed that it feels like the game lets you go first more frequently when you're using items. I don't know why, but I definitely have noticed that. Oh, you son of a bitch! Okay. It was not nearly as good as I thought it was going to be. Oh well. Doesn't matter. It's dead. I think this is the end of Noah's Path. Yes, it is. Okay. Oh my God. Alright everybody, so I forgot to turn my mic back on, so I wound up having to cut out the last segment of that. Well, I haven't decided if I'm going to cut it, but in case I did, here's an acknowledgement that it happened. It's about the last, like, couple minutes of the last episode. I switched to Gala, pushed the snowball down, continued on. Gala got his thing. The Delilahses did their Team Rocket speech. And Vaughn continued over the snowball and got in, and now we're prepping for the fight. So I might just cut this dialogue in over that. I haven't decided yet. I'll decide whenever I get to it. Anyway, spilled milk now. Not really a huge deal, though. So what I've done, basically, the key to these boss fights is that they're very easy if you recognize the pattern. Every boss attacks on the first turn, attacks again on the second turn, and then on the third turn, they do their big attack. There's no charge up, they just do it. But you know it's coming every third turn. So yeah. Shay, the one that Gala fights, the Earth Elemental one with the big hammer, he has the most HP and hits the hardest by far. So, I've given Gala some of the best, like, damage dealing accessories to kind of get him out of commission as quickly as possible, and I've also given him the Rainbow Jewel to give him elemental defense against Earth. Although I think I have an Earth Jewel. Yeah, but, you know, whatever. Rainbow Jewel, I think, does the same thing, just for all elements. I gave... so he is probably going to have the best possible defense and attacking setup in terms of raw damage dealt and taken. Noah is getting the... she is getting the Guardian Ring to buff her defense up a little bit. I don't think this equates to nearly as much as the Elemental Resistance Jewel does. But it's still something. Lou Delilas has by far the lowest HP and by far does the least damage. Although I think she does about the same as Guy, when you take into account that Vaughn resists Guy's fire attacks. But she also has that warrior icon to help her counterattack, and I gave her the metal gem because her arts just generally cost the most AP. So there's that. Think here. And then for Vaughn, I gave Vaughn the Spirit Jewel, which we just found, and I didn't actually go over what this does, but it cuts your MP cost by 25%, so that's kind of a big deal. I also gave him the Magic Grail on top of that, and the Wisdom Ring on top of that, because I'm going to try and do... I'm going to do a good chunk of damage in that fight. I'm going to try and do with magic, because Vaughn is good with Kimaro, and his physical attacks aren't going to be as good, because he's going to resist them. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Hopefully we're not too ridiculously underpowered. I don't think we are, but, you know, all the same. There it is. Got everyone healed up, saved up. Make another save state here just for shits and giggles. And here we go. Yeah, these guys are pretty intimidating first time around. I definitely remember being a kid and playing this game and like just absolutely raging at this boss fight. But all the same. So I'm actually going to start with some magic. Just because Gala has naturally high intelligence, naturally high MP, and I can go ahead and use a couple things that I know that this guy won't take so well. So we'll just give that a try. Just for the sake of variety. I don't like just... I like to vary it up, you know? Even if varying it up isn't necessarily the most efficient use of my turn. Yeah. They can do a lot of damage to you, and his physicals are definitely the strongest out of all of them. And most people playing this game, before they get to this boss fight, they have that Life Grail item. But we don't have it, and we're not going to have it, so that's going to suck. But we're going to do what we can. I don't think that has a chance to instantly kill him, but hey. Oof. Yeah, I always flinch a little bit when he does the big overhead hammer down, because that does a lot of damage, generally. But yeah, always Spirit on the third turn, because he's going to do his big nasty attack. I do like the Delilah's voice samples, they sound really cool. Not a ton of damage, but can still really hurt. Gala does not have Spoon. That's a problem. All right, so we're using healing berries. That's what we're doing. So eventually you settle into a pattern of heal, attack, and spirit, or attack, heal, spirit. You inevitably, usually, have to heal up after not healing for 3 turns, basically. But anyway, here we go. Gonna go ahead and do this combo since it's so much fun. Yeah, Gala does a shit ton of damage with that accessory setup. Alright, so now it's time to Spirit again. And yeah, here we go. If we were doing a regular playthrough, it would be absolutely laughable how little damage this shit would be doing. It's already kind of laughable. I mean, each of those hits is doing like 20-something damage. Are you serious? Like, that's bananas. Alright, next go around I'll use a berry. I just don't want to blow through my berries too quickly. Ow. Alright, what can we do here? Wait a minute. We can do, there's another, hold on. Wait. No. I think I want to try doing the Black Rain super art, but I can't remember what the command for it is. Okay. Hello. Alright, when I mute for cuts now, I need to like watch that more carefully, because it seems like sometimes it just like, I don't know, I need to push the button on the mic twice to unmute. I don't know, whatever. I'm muting so that I'll see the dead audio in post and then know to go ahead and cut that out. It's just a lot easier than trying to listen for a particular me saying that I'm going to cut, or, you know, differentiating between that and me just being quiet for a few seconds. And, you know, not turning the mic off and not cutting it out. But anyway, I've babbled enough. I reviewed the super arts because it's been a minute. But yeah, so we're gonna do a flying knee attack, I believe that's a head splitter, and then yeah, here we go. Go Gala! You saw! Fuck yeah. Alright, now it's spirit time. Because I don't want to die. Oh boy. Go, yes, Megaton Press! It's catchy that they chose to make that incantation rhyme. I don't know. I dig it. It's pretty rhythmically satisfying. Gala's doing a really good job blocking, especially considering I don't have any blocking accessories equipped on him. It's pretty cool. Fuck yeah. So this has been about 3 turns, and we did, we've done about, let me think here. Alluro and the 3 turns of arts that we've used have done, I think, about 7,000 damage to him, plus the, like, 500 damage that Swordy did. So he probably has about 5k left, which sucks. I wish he had less. But, can't have everything, I guess. Damn, that didn't even get me below 1,000. Fuck yeah. Alright. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna go straight back into attacking. Let's see, is there anything else interesting I can do? Oh, I can do the triple back punch. Although the name of the super art is literally just back punch times 3. Which is kind of silly, but, you know, whatever. Actually, wait, can I do this yet? No? Okay, never mind. Thought maybe I might be able to, but nope, not really. Yeah, I'm just trying to vary it up a little bit. Sure, let's try that. This guy is shit for blocking. Like, he sucks at blocking a lot. Owie. Okay, I know that I'll live. It never, I think, with Spirit, I think there's a maximum amount of... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Why did I do that? I should have healed. Fuck. Okay. This is gonna suck. I now have to heal on the turn that... Okay, so now you're gonna see how much damage that super attack can actually do if you don't spirit. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot more than double 380, which is supposed to be the usual cap. In fact, this might kill me. I don't know. Oh god. Oh god. Oh fuck. I'm dead. Yeah, okay. Alright then. Fuck me. Yeah, don't make that mistake, guys. Fuck. Alright. Save state to the rescue. Alright, everybody. Yeah. We're back, and I'm about to the point where I was before-ish. I just didn't want to... I didn't want to beat the motherfucker without you guys seeing it, obviously. But, yeah. That was, just, moral of the story is, don't put yourself in a position... It doesn't matter whether you attack or heal after he has used his big attack on, you know, when the pattern resets. But just don't ever put yourself in a position where you are doing anything other than spiriting before that big attack. If you have under, like, 390, 400 HP, it won't matter. You will die. God. All right. Here we go. And he's falling down now, so he's definitely close. And we're in the second stage of that sort of pattern now at this point. Gonna fast forward through orbs since we've seen it a million times. A million billion. Alright, now we are spiriting yet again. Obviously, if you're doing this in a regular playthrough, like, and you have armor, I think it's probably likely to do even less than, was it 390? Yeah. So I think if you have, like, the best equipment that you can possibly have at this point, I think it can't do more than 380 if you spirit. But I could be wrong. It's something along those lines. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just use Orb again. I really don't want to burn through too many more healing berries. So, yeah. Oh, fuck. I didn't go first. Holy fucking shit. God damn. I might have to fucking... Alright. Holy shit. Yeah, he took a bite out of me there. Sometimes his physical... Like, if he chains together... Like, he has a weak, a strong... Like, he has a weak, moderate, and strong attack, but there doesn't seem to be any particular restrictions on how he uses them. Like, if he wants to, he can chain together 4 strong attacks. I don't think he ever uses more than 4 attacks total. Ow. Fuck. Alright, yeah, I just won't get to attack this round. The game is definitely making me pay for not wearing any equipment. Holy shit. I love how he's dressed like a wrestler. He's got like a wife beater on. Like, seriously? It's just one of the many anachronistic things about this game. You got a monk fighting a pro wrestler. Something like that. Alright, so see now, I don't actually... Yeah, I'm just gonna use another healing berry, fuck it. Because I don't trust that he's gonna do less than 800 damage with his physical attacks and... Okay, cool. Gala actually did a decent job blocking that time. I think this is probably the most powerful chain I can muster right now. Fuck! Oh my god! Oh, awesome. He's dead. I was about to be like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. What in the high octane fuck? So yeah, spoiler alert, you get all 3 art books for each character for beating their respective bosses. So you get the Thunderbook 3, you know, the 3rd volume. I love how he just kind of like backflips over, like, oh, I'm dead, I'm defeated, but I'm not dead, so I may as well just fall off this cliff. Brother, oh no. You! Get over here, kid. I'm gonna send you into the next world. So yeah, this is probably gonna be the easiest one, I think. Don't know for certain, but I'm pretty sure. The really cool thing is that I think I can do some pretty sick art chains right off the bat, just because of the that amazing accessory, the metal gem. Okay, no, I don't have enough to do that. Alright, cool. Alright. Now, even though I counterattacked and thus took, like, significantly less damage that go around than I would have, I'm still not risking it. Based on what I saw last time, you know. I love that animation, by the way. Like, I think it's really cool. The only thing is that, like, I think that's the only one that actually has hits that you can block. I don't think any of the others have that. But anyway, so we did that. So now I'm going to, yeah, I'm just gonna do the fucking miracle arts because fuck this bitch. So Shay had about 12,000 HP. Lou has only 9,000, and Guy has 10,000. Those numbers may not be exact. It's roughly that amount. I think there's some change with some of them, but you know, still. Yeah, Spoon. It'll be a lot easier to heal because, you know, Noah has Spoon. But, yeah. This is the good news. At least I won't have to use any stupid fucking... At least I won't have to use orb or waste healing items. Alright, let's see here. Oh, that's right, I want a spirit. Actually, you know what? Here, for science, I'm gonna see if I can get away with not spiriting. Let's just see what happens. if it's really as, you know, batshit as Shay's was. I just made a save state, so if I die, I'll just reset. Wow, that was shockingly weak. Alright. That was shockingly weak. Oh my god. Holy fucking shit. Alright, very nice. So now I know for a fact that I'll survive. I'm just gonna spirit and then heal. I should go first. Oh no. Okay, I might die. I might have to use that save state after all. Or maybe not. Okay, it is official. Lou is ridiculously weak. Although that one did significantly more damage than the last one for some reason. Not really sure why, but... Alright, no biggie. Wait, okay, yeah. Bam. Damn. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. I think at this point you guys have seen Spoon enough. Blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, look, magic level increased. Alright, spirit, and we're gonna cook this bitch good. I really love that animation. Actually, Geese is really cool too. They're all really cool, honestly. Alright. Oh wait, actually there's another like ridiculous combo that I discovered, isn't there? How did it go again? Bird Step into Swan Driver into Russian Gale. Yeah. Damn. Okay. God. She is really struggling against me. You know, I love that Noah is supposed to be a little girl. This chick is clearly a grown woman. Like, clearly. I mean, she has boobs, very pronounced, defined cleavage, even through her bodysuit, and, you know, the suru that she's wearing, which is... Chay's suru was kind of obvious, it was the big armored thing on his arm. Lou's suru is, like, I can't really tell, it's just kind of all around her, really. But, anyway. And Geese is kind of like that as well. It's a little bit harder to tell what it is. Alright, yeah, alright. Sorry about that. Refilling my vape there for a second. Alright, I should be able to cook this bitch good now. Hopefully. Damn. Alright, note to self. Noah's hyper arts are not particularly strong right now. Meh. That's what I say to that. Meh. Like, seriously? Is that all you got? What other batshit, like, ridiculous stuff can I make this poor bitch go through? You know what? I'm gonna tell her how much I love her. Just because. Love and peace, right? Oh my god, it killed her! Killed the bitch with kindness. I guess. I don't know. She literally turns around and just dives off. I'll kill you for what you did to my brother and sister. And for some reason, Guy has the really scary boss music. Yeah, so look at this guy. I'm going to fast forward a little bit so we can zoom around to him. I think his Suru is on his back and maybe partially on his arm. He's obviously got the bit on his back, but his arm also has, like, he has no defined fist. His wrist just kind of terminates into a club that also happens to have a blade on it. Which, at this point in the game, if we were using weapons, would look very much like the weapon that Vaughn would have right now, but doesn't. So, yeah. Anyway, to start with, I'm just going to spam Kimaro a couple times. Because I can. You is dead, motherfucker. Well, by rights, you should be dead after getting impaled with a, 7-foot spike, but, video games, what are you gonna do? That just looks awful. It's like he got impaled clean through the fucking neck. Okay, so Vaughn actually did take a decent chunk of damage there. Now I'm not certain that I want to not spirit before... God, that was 700 damage. Alright, I'm gonna make a save state. And, we'll see. But for now, I'm gonna continue with the Kimaro spam. Anyway, so, it was fun going to see Hail Satan right now because there's so much theocratic bullshit that's happening in this country right now. And, I mean, when people talk about Sharia law, I mean, it's really not far from that. At the same time, like, I really think it's short-sighted and poor for people to make it like a men versus women argument. Partially because that's identity politics, and I don't much care for identity politics. And also partially because, oh fuck. Alright, obviously I'm going to need to heal using a healing berry. and may or may not survive, but we'll see. But also because a lot of the people passing this legislation, like for trying to ban abortion and trying to make it so that the accusers of rapists, if the rapist somehow escapes conviction, the accuser goes to prison. A lot of the people championing those particular laws and trying to get those laws passed are women. Like, I think in Alabama, the two people that proposed the two bills corresponding to those issues in that absolutely bullshit state that should be nuked from orbit as soon as possible. Apologies for anyone who lives there that's actually intelligent. We'd evacuate you first, obviously. But a lot of the people, the two people that proposed the bills in Alabama were women. So the problems on both sides, there's conservative theocratic women and, as well as men. So it's not quite that clean cut, but, holy fucking shit. Alright, safe state to the rescue. Jesus. Wait a minute. Oh god. Alright. I thought I accidentally just saved over the wrong... That would have sucked. Okay. Yeah, alright. Well, fuck. Yeah, okay. Jesus. This guy's attacks do a lot more damage than I thought they would. It is not what I was predicting at all. But regardless, here we go. Blah, we've seen this. Yeah, I saw this thing, somebody shared a bunch of Bible verses, apparently about God killing infants and, tearing open women to gouge out their ends. Like, basically, God performed, various abortions in the Bible. That's what that means, pretty much. I mean, it's just a little ridiculous. But, like, Christians can be so just amazingly bullheaded, and they will throw, like, all of their morals to the wind in pursuit of discrediting people like Satanists, and, they'll start swearing, they'll start, wishing death on you or threatening you with death or severe bodily harm. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, the lengths to which some people will go. And they won't see it. They won't see, like, any level of hypocrisy. Like, no matter what you'll be like, oh, well, anybody can misquote the Bible, and it's like, oh, well, that's obviously, duh, that's the fucking point, I don't know, man. It's ridiculous. Didn't I just heal? I feel like Vaughn is having the hardest time of all by far. Blah, blah, blah. We've seen this. Okay. Spiriting, I guess, because I have no choice. I don't think I've been able to attack since I loaded the save state. Well, at least I know I'm not over-leveling past the challenge. God damn. Alright, time to fucking do shit. Wow. You can definitely tell that this guy resists fire. Oh my god, that was pathetic. That was so bad. Jeez. It may be that I've chosen the wrong setup for Vaughn here. Like, oh my god. My, obviously arts are next to useless at this point, so I'm just gonna spam Kamaro from here on. It's the only thing that I can trust to do consistent damage. Of course, first, I have to fucking stop and use Spoon so that I don't die. Oh my god, I'm so tired of seeing Spoon. It does get old. It gets old. Especially when there's not really a way to speed up the animations. No, I don't want to use arts. Fuck that. Tomorrow. Oh man, I wish I had the life grail. That would make this so much easier. I remember a few episodes back I mentioned, and I can't remember if I already discussed this, but I mentioned doing another playthrough of this where I, you know, game shark my way into not gaining any experience, but also game shark my way into like some of the best items and equipment possible from the beginning of the game. Yeah, I tried that. I started a playthrough, and I got a certain ways through the game, and then was just like, you know, wasn't really feeling it. Mostly because it got to the point where I was having to use save states to get through a lot of the boss fights, you know, to like reload and try and luck my way into some good RNG by just constant reloading. Yeah, it didn't work. Didn't work so well. Wait a minute. Shit. I might be dead. Fuck. Okay then. God damn it. Fuck it, I'm just gonna use another healing berry. I was obviously not paying attention. Ow! God. I didn't, like, he's never been the one to give me the most trouble. But goddamn, is he ever now? I think this will be the third casting of Kamaro. And then I did that one turn where I used arts on him, so he should have about, I think one more Kamaro after this one should kill him. Ow, fuck. I'm gonna make another save state here, just in case. Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. Obviously, I need to grind a little bit. I thought I was over-leveled. I've been spending this whole playthrough, like, worrying that I've been over-leveling. And thus, you know, rendering the challenge kind of moot. But no, apparently not. Apparently not at all. Not at all. Okay. Fuck. Hopefully I go first. Yes. Okay, cool. Please, Vaughn. God. For the love of fuck. Please block. Something. Whatever. I think this should kill him. I really hope it kills him. Come on. That's a good boy, Kimaro. Who's my little buddy? Not you, apparently, because you didn't kill him. Oh my god. Oh god, this is gonna suck. I'm scared. Fuck. Damn it. What am I gonna do? I actually believe that this might be better. I think. Gonna save state again. Yeah. Actually, let me go with what I know to be the best strategy, and confirm or deny it later. Okay, cool. I think if I use another... Yeah, I'm gonna have to use another healing berry. Spoon's not gonna be enough. Alright. One more Kimaro should do it. I'm not even gonna risk using arts. Come on, Kimaro. That's a good puppy. That's a good puppy. Alright. Now instead of vomiting on the carpet, I want you to vomit clean through this guy's ribcage, alright? Blech. Amazing. Oh my god. Oh boy. Alright. How humiliating. Me. The dreadful Delilah's family. Alright, well here go the bombs. Alright. So we're putting the time and space bombs in place, and we're all gonna go on the count of 3. Yeah, this said they revisit that issue from before. Run like demons. Count of 3. 3, 2, 1. It exploded even sooner that time. I think at this point it's just meant to be a joke, but it just sounded so hostile and malevolent and foreboding when it happened the first time. Anyway, so this is going to be kind of a long episode just for, just in the spirit of getting through this, because there is yet another boss fight after this. I'm right here, my brother. Ha ha ha, so not even the roster could finish this off. Look, Koro is still alive. The thermal energy. Thermal energy stored in his belly for so long. Let's release it. Is life that precious to you? No, of course not. Har har har, in doing so we lay waste to all of Callisto. I like it. Must use our remaining strength as Roster would wish they'd never been born. It's like, I love how those bombs didn't even kill Koru. Or these guys, for that matter. Like, all these fuckers are still alive, and alive enough to join with Koru and still, you know, their powers combined, be able to put up a fucking fight? Seriously? Like, what in the lightly chilled fuck? Yeah, all three of them are merging with the same Tsuru, so apparently that's possible. And then we get a brief reprieve here where we will actually be able to save the game and, you know, get everybody equipped. Such a strange light. Noah, Vaughn, look, it's Koru. The light is coming from Koru. Well, we blew Koru up with time-space bombs. Yeah, that's what I thought. Seems the Delilahs have merged with that Tsuru and commanded it to self-destruct. Koru blows up, everything between here and Seoul will be vaporized! But nothing, you know, from here to, you know, that side? You know, in the opposite direction of Seoul? Ozma, how can we stop them? I don't know, but since they are controlling Koru, perhaps if we defeat them. Whatever we do, we'd better do it quickly. Alright, so I don't know if we can actually leave here. We can. Okay. Alright, well then I'm going to go ahead and cut this episode and do all that stuff off screen. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Follow me on Twitch. Check out my SoundCloud, Bandcamp, whatever you want to do. Or don't do any of that stuff and just, you know, have a good life. Or something. I don't know. See you in the next episode. Okay, bye.